And today we're reacting to OF star EMBARRASSES famous rapper's friend. From what I know, I think this is about a dude named Webb or something. They live in Houston, but he was dating this OF model. Like, dang, that's how you live it? One of those types of situations. But let's get into it, man. Let's not waste too much time. Y'all see where I'm at. I told y'all in the last videos, just a temporary setup until I go back home. I'll be back home today. And the regular videos be back to normal tomorrow. So, I appreciate y'all. I'm great for y'all. Let's get to the video.
Let's do it. You've probably seen this video clip of this OF chick by the name of Lexi. I don't, like they said her name is Lexi Legit or something. I'd never heard of her before, so, but apparently she's very, very popular. This lights.
Now, let me be honest. I've heard of her. I've seen it. I'm about to be real with you. This person been in the game for a minute. When I was moving like that, I might have seen a Twitter clip or two. Feel what I'm saying? Not really my swag. Look a little bit. She look a little demonic, a little serpent like Orochimaru vibes. See what I'm saying? So I'm just saying. I'm just letting y'all know. I'm being honest. I've seen that
Skin chick, and she was going berserk. She was going ballistic on this dude that was like her baby daddy. And I wish I could play you guys the clip. Listen, if I wasn't in YouTube probation with my PO until December 19th, right, I would play you guys the clip, but I'm paranoid.
He was gone for 7 days, and I was like, and he started posting right when 7 days came around. I was like, he must have got a strike.
It is what it is. I'm like Young Thug. I can't even take a hit of K.
I know, that's right.
Are they doing K? I don't know if they're still doing that tranquilizer stuff. But yeah, I can't do anything. But I will play you guys the audio because the audio is as funny too. So I'm gonna run that right now.
Look at her, bro. Get her. Look at her. See? 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 Stop. Stop. Everybody in here, you're the problem, bro. Look at her. Grab her, Naya. Grab her, Naya. Yes, go.
To have ever be in a relationship like this, crazy. Couldn't ever, like, the signs I'm seeing them. This don't just happen one day. You just chilling and the next day she just pop on you, unless you know some type of psychotic episode, something happens. You know what I'm saying? But normally you see the signs of this. He got it deep in and he was rocking out because ain't no way.
Go in the room. Go in the living room, bro. I gave you $350. Get your flight. Go home.
Get my flight.
Yes.
Now I came here all this time. My turn. Now to get my flight.
Oh, you hit me. See?
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 Somebody got whacked.
You're fat. Dirty.
Look at her.
Dirty.
Look at her.
Dirty.
You're
Dirty.
There you go.
I'm just envisioning.
Yeah, there I go.
There
There I go.
There I go.
Here's your case.
Someone else. Look at her.
Dang.
Look at you.
Shit's funny to you, huh?
Why are you talking about me?
Shit's funny to you, huh? I have a kid with you, young. The bitch you defended her. What are you talking about?
What are you doing, bro?
What do you think I'm doing?
Like, stop.
What do you think I'm doing?
Have y'all ever witnessed this real time or like seen this? What's going on? Huh? Okay, love you, Mom. Have y'all ever witnessed this or seen this happen real time, bro? Have y'all ever seen that? Like, how awkward the feeling is of seeing somebody, like, I think I told y'all before, my uncle was dating this girl that was breaking dishes at like 6 a.m. sharp, bright and early, feel me? Like, it was like she was clocking in for work. She'd be tripping. And so it's one of them things where I'm just kind of in the cut, like everything good, but I'm chilling. Because he was the type, like, something would happen. All these dishes, all these things would be crashing, breaking, whatever. And he's not in there yelling with her. He'd be quiet. He would be quiet as hell, right? All these things would be happening. All these dishes would be breaking. And then out of nowhere, he'd be like, stop, man, stop. But then she wouldn't stop, and then she'd just keep going, and he's just sitting there quiet again. I'm like, yo, bro, stop the madness.
Stop.
What do you think I'm doing?
Stop.
What do you think I'm doing?
Stop. Stop.
What do you think I'm
Stop.
What do you think I'm doing? What do you think I'm doing? What do you
Stop.
think I'm doing? What do you think?
Stop.
What do you think? It's not her, right?
Oh.
It's October 14th. It's actually too legit. I got bumps on my head. I got bumps on my head, the side. Bump on the back of my head, a bump on the other side. My arm's fucked up.
And he had a child with this woman. That's the scarier part.
Boy.
So a little bit of a visual description if you haven't seen this video. It's so funny. People are talking about like, yo, why is this guy on the bed with like another dude? Well, that other dude is the rapper Autumn. Now you're probably like, Autumn, like head scratch? What the hell?
Autumn, is he a fish? I like his music. He make a good song or two.
Oh, like, didn't Bobble M quit and he was like the only guy that covered those guys? Or the biggest guy that covered those guys? Yeah, that Autumn. So this guy Autumn, he was popular in the SoundCloud scene. Him and Summers were like a duo, and I would say SoundCloud Gen 2, Generation 2, or Generation 3.
We know the
actually.
original one.
If we consider, yeah, I would say SoundCloud Gen 3, but SoundCloud V2, because a lot of people consider Gen 1 SoundCloud Uzi and stuff, but there was a generation before that. Like Chance the Rapper, that's a generation before Uzi. But anyway, let's just say SoundCloud Gen 2. Yeah, they are legends within that SoundCloud scene, but these guys have since been unable to take it to the next level. Like you got Yeet. Yeet surpassed these guys, lapped them, done 2 different laps around them, like an Ethiopian running a race. Well, frankly, like Americans are kicking Ethiopians' behinds now too. So I guess that doesn't really make sense. Well, what Ethiopians had been doing before Americans started taking stuff back. Shout out to all of y'all in America. Moving forward, so he's with this dude Autumn. This guy, I did some digging into his lore. So this chick put hands, feet, elbows, knees. She did everything. She even pulled out, like, you guys remember in SmackDown versus Raw back in the day, like, ref turns his head around, you just pull a chair out and you just toss it at him. That's what she was doing too. There was a second clip where she's emptying, how courteous of her, emptying out a glass bottle of water, like one of those big, it had to be like 1.5 liters, maybe even 2 liters. It looked at least 1.5 liters. She's emptying out, chasing the dude around with it, and flings it at him like some Molotov cocktail. Like she flung it at him like she was playing those axe throwing games, or like she was at the carnival and she was trying to win a big plushie so she could give it to him and probably stab right through it. So people start laughing at this. They're dying. They're like, oh God. And keep in mind, this guy has a child with this woman.
Crazy.
Well, everyone's wondering, who the hell is this guy? Well, he makes an hour-long video explaining who he is. So this guy is boys with Autumn, and he also, his name is Soeb, and he also helped Autumn do all of his clothing brand stuff. So to skip out, like he does like this whole life story thing, to fast forward you through that, he's from Louisiana, New Orleans, which I think Autumn is from as well. So he's from there, and he started a clothing brand. His sister told him to get on TikTok. He gets on TikTok. Clothing brand blows up. He keeps reinvesting, etc., etc. He had a girlfriend. Girlfriend cheated on him and then broke up with him or something. And girlfriend that he was with for 6 years. He started the clothing brand when he was 16. He's 21 now. So that's a quick fast forward.
Young and turn, bro. Young and getting money. That's crazy. It's a different time.
He meets this chick, and I'm going to play you guys his response. So I'm going to play you guys this response first, where he talks about how he met the chick.
And I didn't know nothing about her. I don't watch porn. I don't, so I didn't know nothing about her. And I just know that she did tell me first night she did OF, but it was only with like 2 people or some shit, which was a lie.
Which was a lie. Oh yeah, absolutely.
But anyways, so ultimately I fall in love with this girl because, again, I'm not on the internet. Like, bro, I'm really in my own lane. Like, this girl showed me movies that Wolf of Wall Street, bro. Like movies like that. She showed me Scarface. Like, she showed me movies like I was so in my own world that I didn't know anything about other music. I didn't know nothing about Taco Bell. Like, I didn't even eat fast food. I never ate fast food, so she put me on Taco Bell, McDonald's, Chick-fil-A. Like,
that nigga, he's living in a cave somewhere. You living in some bayou or some swamp?
She put me on a whole bunch of and it's crazy to say, like, bro, I'm so creative without being influenced by movies and songs and hella cultural things that I didn't know about at the time. Like Scarface is so cultural, I never watched it. Like I don't watch movies and shit. I don't have time for that. So she put me on hella of that, and ultimately she helped me with everything. Like she cooked and cleaned for me. She put me on like certain that helped me like influence more. She got me way closer to God.
Wow.
Like she's a great woman, bro. A great woman. Like great woman. When she's mad, y'all seen like she's mad. I'm glad she came in my life, and I was so in love with her that I didn't get what everybody thought. Like I'm happy as in this relationship. She's happy as in this relationship. And we just agreed like let's make a kid. So we try. And
she
now I have my son.
She won getting a naive brother like you, man. She definitely won. Like, oh, he's taking me serious, even with all this going on. Oh, that's why. It's because he hasn't even seen SpongeBob before. Like, he don't know nothing about nothing. But how true is that? I have a hard time believing that. Like, unless he just didn't go to school or, you know what I'm saying? Like, certain things, because you have friends, and at that point when you have friends, you've been influenced by something at some type of young age, something. You feel me?
A lot of shit happened during that pregnancy, though. And I found out a lot of knew a lot. And it's hard, but at the end of the day, I'm that type of man to, hey, I f***ed up, or it's not even a hey, I did it, I planned it, I wanted it, I gotta take it to the chin. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it was. I don't regret anything. I don't regret a word. I never regret anything in my life. But this was the best gift she ever gave me. The best gift anyone has ever given me was my son. Yeah, bro. And now y'all may know from the altercation that happened. Things happened. And again, bro, I'm not here to bash nobody on the internet or anything. Because at the end of the day, still love everybody. No, plain period. I'm gonna turn my cheek, be the bigger man, God. I'm doing what Jesus did. Turn my cheek, kill him with kindness, period. You know what I'm saying? And yeah.
Hey, before we get back into the video, I got a way you can make some extra bread. I know you bored at home right now, bro. And all you have to do is play games and get paid for it. If you hit the link in my description or scan the QR code on the screen right now, you can sign up to freecash.com and start getting paid right now. And they make it extremely simple. First, just create an account like any other site and email and password. And once you get in, you'll see a wall of games and offers immediately. Pick a game that you actually like, play through the levels, and the cash will land straight into your free cash account. It's basically turning your downtime into a hustle without you even thinking about it. People pulling $10 to $20 a day, and with some effort, you can go way higher than that. You can spend a couple bucks in game to hit levels faster that'll ultimately give you bigger offers and payouts. That's the method on how some users end up making hundreds, even 500 or more on certain offers. But you don't have to spend any money. You can literally stick to the free levels and still cash out. The whole point is when you're taking a break from those Astral Dior videos, doom scrolling, looking at women, you could be playing and earning at the same time. Get to your money, bro. And once you run it up and want to cash out, you've got options of PayPal or gift cards. So if you want to get to that extra cheese, hit the link in the description or scan the code on the screen, sign up for free, and start playing for cash on your spare time. And when you use my link or QR code, you get $5 bonus to get you started, bro. Go ahead, get to it. Let's do it.
Yeah.
So he met her in, where do you guess? Guess any city in America. It's not Atlanta. Come on, guess. Where are you likely to meet a girl like her?
Los Angeles.
Ding, ding, ding. Not Miami. Vegas. Yeah, I know. If you
Oh,
said
I
Miami,
was gonna say Vegas.
You're Vegas, I'll give you enough credit. But he meets her in Vegas because her friend was going to meet up with this other rapper, Dom Corleo. And she didn't want her friend to meet up with Dom Corleo alone, so she showed up too. And Autumn was there, and they were throwing like some big party, whatever. He meets this chick there. So she up and tells this guy, yeah, you know, I do OF. And he didn't even go to the initial cope, which is like, oh, yeah, you know, you just post stuff on IG, right? That's the initial cope that they go through. Or like, they say you're not getting railed on there, right? And then they're like, no, I just post like videos and stuff like, or photos and videos. And then they'll say, well, like, is it IG stuff, photos and videos? That's the second layer of the cope. This guy went 3 layers of coke. She was like, yeah, I'd be getting cracked by 2 different dudes on there, or I've gotten cracked by 2 different dudes on there. And he's like, oh, okay.
I'm okay with that.
Just decided to proceed. I think this is so funny, and I don't know if this guy's a liar. I know he's lied. In this hour-long video, there are lies. I know that for sure, but I don't know which are the lies. That's the problem. But the part where he talks about I never had fast food, the only time I've ever heard I've never had fast food was from Young Berg Hitmaker. Is this guy like a Hitmaker fan? Now, this guy is into music in some capacity. He says he worked on Rich Amiri's...
We're like a foreigner in a third world country that hasn't got to experience that much. Like, I just haven't heard that. I haven't. I've never had fast food. Maybe some of y'all in the comments haven't. But that's just like, what's wild to me.
Ghetto Fabulous. I think he said he's helped co-write or just like give
I wouldn't say he's
ideas
lying. I just
in
I
some
don't know.
capacity to Autumn before, but Autumn's got no hits. Rich Amiri's got a hit, but I don't know if this guy worked on that hit that Rich Amiri had. But yeah, the part where he's talking like, and Young Berg says that because he says like, oh no, we had chefs and organic food and I was rich. This guy's saying he was broke. So he was broke, out the mud, never had fast food in his life. Interesting. It's also a weird thing to lie about, so I'm not saying that is the lie, but I'm saying that's very odd. And he's like, yeah, she put me on to Chick-fil-A and she put me on to Wolf of Wall Street. So allegedly, this guy's never seen any of that stuff either. And I think it's weird. It's like somebody's getting put on, because if you look up, this is like a Google is putting you onto this. You look up top 10 movies or like top 25 movies for guys, and you're going to see...
And you ain't had no friends that said, hey, bro, check this out. Look at this, look at that. Like, nobody?
Scarface on there. There's like the most recognizable movies. Like, throw Casino Royale in there, throw Fight Club, throw Troy, throw a bunch of this other stuff. And I'm not saying people aren't allowed to like those movies.
Right.
Because I'm not a movie buff. I couldn't name you... I don't know when the last time I sat down and watched a movie was. Maybe...
Wow.
2+ years ago. That's just because like my attention span is cooked. It's fried. I can't sit there for 2.5, 3 hours.
That's a crazy reason though. That's a crazy reason. It's different if you're like, yeah, I just not really my thing, or I don't have time for something like that. But my attention span is fried. You said to sit down and watch a movie for 1 hour and 50 minutes. Goodness.
To the theater. I went to the theater a little while back, but yeah. So that's not me knocking those movies, but we all know those movies. Those are the most popular movies. She didn't put them on to some hidden gem. Keep in mind, he also goes on to say that she did this guy was already a millionaire, by the way, when he met her. He was already up. He already had a bunch of money. He already had clout. That's why he was able to meet her. He met her through this environment. And the part where he says like, she brought me closer to God.
Yeah, that was crazy.
I'm like, can people just... Can we get back to the part where people start saying like, I signed a deal with the devil? Like, at least they used to rap about that, and even actors used to say it. But we got people now, like this guy, he talks about God a lot. So maybe like I'm willing to throw like, hey, the success that he had in his clothing brand and all that stuff, like, yes, you can thank God for that. But this lady is nothing but the devil incarnate. She's a succubus. So to say that she got me closer to God, it's like, no, she is the devil. She is an agent of the devil. That is in her work, and that's it. So this person cannot bring you closer to God. This person can only repel you from God. That's it. That's the only possible thing this individual is capable of doing. And she hasn't even hit the retirement stage of OF, where she gives her life to God and quits OF like that.
She's still in it. But imagine you're a male OF star and you have relations with a female OF star, right? And, you know, it gets vicious. Semen flying. All of these things. You feel me? You have a conversation with her afterwards and she says something along the lines of, yeah, you know, I just prayed to God like what it was I wanted to be, and he ended up putting me here, and you're going to be like... You're just really going to be listening. You ain't going to know what to say.
Their chick Nala did last year, and she's already married. Boom, picked up real quick. Listen, I told you, they never lose. If you think like, oh man, justice is going to come, like, oh, they're not going to be lonely. Are you tripping? No, they will always have someone, and they will always get what they want. So just cope with that however you will. And also keep in mind, it was his idea to have this child. So him in his 21-year-old millionaire brain said he said he always wanted to
This
have a
happens when
kid,
you get money
and he
too
decided
quick,
that
bro.
she was going to be the one to have a kid with. I know.
Having money too early sometimes could do that to you. It's a blessing, you feel me, to be able to get rich so early. But there's certain things you just do not learn or get to know, or certain things, certain decisions you make. Like I've made my worst decisions at my youngest age, like everybody else. But it's like you have like that's like I bring it back to like if I would have got so much X amount of money when I was 21 and I was getting tattoos, I would have a bunch of stupid dumb ass tattoos on my body. I got tattoos that aren't stupid and dumb, but I would have had bad ones. They wouldn't been the best. Like I would have just been getting stuff that I was feeling in that moment or whatever. It's like sometimes you gotta wait for your brain to develop to make such a very big life changing decisions, bro. And that money granting you that type of freedom early can be a little detrimental if you ain't got your head on the right shoulders.
Money cannot give you discernment. That discernment is something that money at a young age cannot give you discernment either. But that's something we'll get into a little bit later. So he is the one that wanted to have a kid with her. And this is an important distinction because it's not like what happens with most rappers or athletes. They're just negligent. And they're like, hey, I'm going to leave it up to God. Hopefully. And God is like, no, you will be receiving life. And they're just like, damn it. So what usually happens with a rapper or an athlete is they're going raw. They don't care. And then they're like, maybe she'll get a plan B. Maybe the chick doesn't, and then she gets pregnant. Or they're hoping that it's not in the window that the chick can get pregnant. So it usually takes a while. So it's usually an accident. The rapper, the athlete did not want the kid, and the kid comes out, and then they're like, damn it, now I got to deal with this. This guy wanted the kid. This was a planned child, which is completely different. It's still with the same caliber of woman, but yeah, so this guy went from probably 6-year relationship into, who knows, maybe like a span of several months, and then meeting this chick. Or maybe like a span of a year, and then meeting this chick as very young. And he was no match for her. But one of the funny things that he talked about was this argument that they had before where he used to just be behind the scenes, and he decided that he wanted to get more public facing in content and stuff. And she encouraged him to do this. So he didn't tell her, but she told him, hey, you should be in my videos. We should do stuff together. Let's turn you up. And he talks about how before, like, guys had burned her in the past and taken advantage, which, oddly enough, she's always the victim. When you develop some discernment and some experience, you start to recognize, well, someone's always the victim.
Right.
There's one person that's the common variable for all of these different people, and it's you. And then clearly she was the victim twice. Guarantee she will be the victim in the next scenario when she talks about this guy. But hey, he didn't know. And one thing that really got him irritated, and I'm going to play you guys that clip right now.
I was like, okay, like, let's do it. And I went from 1.2K to 10K. And when I hit that 10K mark, we got in an argument again, just a friendly, like, couple argument. And I remember she said, I made you. And when she said that, I'm that type of nobody, period. If I wanted to be known for being Autumn's person, I would have been told, Autumn, yo, shout me out. I never had yet to tell Autumn to shout me out ever in his life. Same thing with Quan. If I wanted to get lit, I could be lit. But I didn't want that. I wanted to make it my own. Yeah, she brought me attention, but it was the wrong attention. She got me looking like Adam 22 instead of Sueb. And Sueb's crazy. Like, my lore is insane. But don't know that. Like, Midnight Club, Autumn, I wrote some of the songs. I inspired that.
I love that. I love that tape. That's a great tape. I cannot lie. Midnight Club is a great tape. I cannot lie to you. That's what's up.
Necklaces. It wasn't for me telling this, yo, add a yeet bar. The yeet bar with this and add in a bell. He would have never did that. Period. I'm so, like, influential. I'd rather be. There's one thing that we're gonna get straight. I'd rather be the most influential person in the world than the most rich, than the most wealthiest, than the most healthiest, than the most famous, than the most powerful. Okay. I'd rather be the most influential.
Sure.
Because influence comes with all that. And
I know they come with health.
Where it's in full display. Why making a lot of bread young can completely destroy your mind. He's like, if you got influence, like health, wealth, all this power, if you got influence, you got all that. This is the goofiest thing ever. Influence got nothing to do with health.
Like, health is crazy, but power, I could see that for sure. I could see if you know how to operate a certain way. It does come with a lot of those things, but definitely not health, though. What is that?
Health is just health. But the funny part is, he's saying, like, she got me looking like Adam 22. Whoa, hold on right there. The only comparison between him and Adam 22, really, there are a lot of comparisons, which is, yeah, your girl does OF. I'm pretty sure he's on video cracking this chick on OF. So he's on OF as well. She got him into that. And Adam 22, what you can say is his chicks never put hands on him that we've seen. We've never seen him pull up to the No Jumper podcast or the Adam and Wax show with, you know, a little eye shiner. We've never seen anything like that. And this is, I cannot, when people get me out of, it's not even out of character. When they force me to tell the truth, this guy's going to have me, like, the fact that this guy is comparing himself to Adam 22, and then he's naming songs from artists that nobody cares about anymore, and he's like, yeah, I'm this guy. I got crazy lore. You got me looking like Adam 22. Adam 22's been in this game for over a decade. Like, that's crazy. Adam 22 has the first interviews of legends. Like, he's got an XXXTentacion interview. Not only that, but if we're talking music, Adam 22's got that song. He had a No Jump. What was that No Jumper song? The No Jumper song with, what was it called? With Tay-K.
Yeah.
So he's got a bigger song than I think any of these other guys had that you worked on in some capacity. We don't know what that capacity is. And on top of that, what else does Adam 22 got? He also had a successful business before that in a completely different industry of BMX. So what are we doing here? This guy's talking about, like, you got me looking like Adam 22. Like what? Adam 22's not getting hands put on him. Let's say that. But clearly...
Yeah, but he's getting his girl whacked and while they in a however long year marriage they've been in with their child, looking crazy to this day. It's not a great comparison.
Oh, and in the beginning, he's not talking about money. He was talking about the follower count that he grew because of her. But he says he knows social media, but then says, well, I got famous for the wrong reasons. So if you know social media, how'd you get famous for the wrong reasons then? Especially if you had a lot of experience before you ever decided to get into this stuff. The reason was he was drunk. He was drunk off pee. You know how they say, like, chicks get D drunk? He was drunk off the cat. That's it. That was probably the baddest chick he had ever seen in his life. And it's like, listen, I've seen what the chick looks like. I've seen her face. She is stunning. But this is the thing. The devil is not going to come to you looking like a monstrous creature. It's not going to happen. How else would the devil be able to ensnare itself around you? No, the devil's going to come looking like a stunning beauty. And then it's going to come out. The succubus is going to come out and destroy his life. And that's what it is. And this is the thing, right? This guy, he's like, you know, of course he's happy to have his son and all of that. But he's in a penthouse. He's in a Houston penthouse. He's a millionaire. He's got a crazy lifestyle. That's why he wants to show it off. But you know what he's going to continue to have? Stress. And this is the funny thing, too. He said he didn't want to be known as Lexi's boyfriend, which I'm going to play you guys that clip right now.
Like, bro, I've been doing it for 6 years, bro. I have a documentary team about my life. Crazy. Like, bro, I got crazy lore behind my whole shit. It's only the beginning. So when she said that to me, I said, take that back. She's mad. She's not going to take it back. She said, nope. I walk away. I said, bet that. I walk away. I leave her alone for like a few hours. And she comes to me. She's like, I'm sorry, I didn't mean it. I said, nah, it's good. I take her off my YouTube. I take her off TikTok. Take her off Instagram. She's like, why are you doing that? No, don't do that. I said, nah, that's not what we finna do. You came to me telling me you want to make videos. You came to me. And obviously I'm trying to work on my internet. You helping me, but you helping me for the wrong reasons. So ultimately, it was a good decision on my part because I didn't want to be known as Lexi to the Gypsy. I didn't want to be known as Lexi's boyfriend.
Sure.
Just like I ain't want to be known for Autumn sidekick. That's why I don't act. It just comes.
She found out what really, 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 really bothered this guy.
Yeah.
And for those of you that
that
have the question, you're like, yo, if somebody's so up and they're behind the scenes, like, why do they want to get lit? Why do they want to get famous? Why do they want to have cameras following them? Because they want the significance. Like this guy, significance.
They want to feel that. I get it. I understand, especially if you like when now he's tapped into the internet. When he starts seeing these people, I just want to check and make sure my recording's still going. He's seeing these people live how they're living, and you know, you might see a Duke in his video or something where make you be like, dang, I kind of want that. That'd be nice to experience, nice to have. You feel what I'm saying? I'm sure that's probably plays a major role because it's like you do want that. You do want you just to get up and win, but then you might see a little bit of status if you're a certain type of person. You might see somebody's status a little bit and be like, ooh, I ain't gonna lie, that'd be nice to be able to walk into the room and shut it down for a second, depending on how you think. Again, I don't think I'm that type of person. You know, I'm doing well for myself. Is it nice when I get the recognition while I'm at the gym or wherever I'm at and I'm like, yo, you so-and-so, what's up? That's dope, but I don't know if I'm the guy that wants the whole cameras, and I don't think so. From where I'm at right now, I think I'm fine with just, you know, becoming a millionaire and taking care of my family and doing what it is that I do. You feel what I'm saying?
Is very, 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 very high on the scale. Like you said, I want influence. I need influence. She didn't make me. Nobody made me.
He's not playing.
You can see like the emotion come out of him when he talks about this stuff. And I don't think there's anything wrong with wanting significance, but that's why a lot of people will chase fame, even if they're up, or they want proximity to fame. I've seen it with my own eyes. There are people, like you're around someone who's really lit and really popular, and you're boys with them, and people that are disgustingly rich just want to get close to them to get a drip of clout on them. And you just look at them with kind of a feeling of disgust. It's hard to hold back the face of disgust if you're the type of person that's just like, dog, just give me the bag and some peace and like keep all the fame.
Yeah.
You just look at them and you're like, what the hell? You got it all and you're just clinging for a drip of clout? What? But this guy, he didn't want to be known as Lexi's boyfriend, but he's not known as that anymore. He's just known as the guy that got beat up by the OF chick. That's really it. And that's, you cannot
I know him
recover
as the
from
guy
that.
who makes
now,
the
real
clothes
question
and stuff. But I do know him as, I did know him too. Like when I saw him, it was one of those things in my head where it's like, that's also the guy that's with that one OF chick.
Did he bait this chick into this situation? And that is my theory. Now, of course, that doesn't justify what this chick did. Of course not. But listen, we laugh at guys that get handled by their chick here. That's just what we do. No, we're not gonna feel bad for you. Oh, you poor victim. No. Listen, if you put hands on your chick, hey, you messed up, dog.
Yeah, we said that for the
women.
women.
Done that.
Yeah.
But if she puts hands on you to this level and it's happened multiple times and you're coming on there with an eye shiner,
which might not be
like
right, but I'm telling you, that's what it is, straight up.
A lump on the top of your head, like that Met Gala event with Cardi B and Nicki Minaj, we are laughing with all due respect. Like it's just what it is. We're not feeling bad. We're not concerned with like, oh man, you know, like I feel, you know, like my emotions and all that. Now we're not. And this guy even took accountability. He didn't want to press charges on her. He didn't want to say anything negative about her. So we're really gonna crack the jokes. Or at that point, we're not feeling out sympathy, but she's already crazy. Like once you're doing activities like that, you're a bit crazy. However, I do think he baited her because you got to keep in mind there's a child involved. And with the child involved, there's going to be a custody issue because clearly, as you guys see, they're not getting along the greatest. Some people were saying that the situation was because he was cheating, quote unquote, or seeing another chick, which is the likely scenario that he just saw another chick after this and was no longer in a relationship with her. Either one of those outcomes, she's not going to be happy about that. And she would try to leverage whatever it is to keep him in her life if she wants him, or to keep him away from the kid if she feels that she betrayed him. Keep in mind, earlier, she told him that two people that she did quote-unquote content with betrayed her and took advantage of her. So she would do the same. So I think that this guy baited this girl to behave in this way and said things that angered her so much that she got to the point where she's wilding out so he could record it so that if there is ever a custody battle and he tries to get custody of the kid, he uses this against her.
A little bit of finesse school.
That is my theory. So he can get full custody of the kid. But this is the thing, though. Like, now you're stuck. And this is the dude's a millionaire. The kid. He's not a kid. He has a kid. Dude's a millionaire at 21, but for the rest of his life, he will have to deal with
his woman,
who we can clearly tell is a psycho.
Yeah, she in the game too. Like, your mama in the game, bro. One day she might retire, but right now she in the game.
But let me know what y'all think about this in the comments.
Crazy, bro. Yeah, I think this is one of those, like, the unfortunate situation of getting money too fast. Yeah, I'm gonna stand on that. The unfortunate situation to get money too fast. That being said, y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Like the video, sub up, comment up, binge rest of your channel, man. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Great for y'all. We're gone. See y'all back at the crib today, tomorrow. Anything lad or